1954. A celebration of childhood, innocence, and future is what Children's Day is all about. This image is sustained by anecdotes drawn from his life, anecdotes that bring out the fact that Nehru's love for children is immortal. Nehru is strolling about in the garden. A child was crying.
I hear a cry of a baby. Where does it come from? I think his mother might have gone to work nearby, putting him to sleep. Let me play his mother for a while.
He walked close to where the child lay bent, picked the baby in his arms, and rocked it gently. The child's wails ebbed and petted off. A toothless smile lit on its lips. That was a smile that cheered Pandit Nehru. He played with the baby, tickled it, had fun time till the baby's mouth, covered with dust and sweat, ran in.
Sir, you picked up my baby? He might be crying. Hope he has not soiled your clothes.
It's all right. I was having fun with him. Children are the future of India.
I'm feeling so proud. You soothed my child. You made him quiet. You are really a good Prime Minister. One day, a few children came to meet him. They had been given only 15 minutes for appointment.
Please, children, sit down in line so that you look disciplined when Nehruji comes. Welcome, sir. Please address these children with your inspiring word, Nehruji.
You don't make speeches on occasions like these.
Instead, he went round and made each of his little visitors feel completely at home, patting, kissing, saying kind words, making pleasant, simple conversation, and cracking jokes. Please, can you give me your autograph?
Sure.
You did not put Tariq.
Certainly. I will put the Tariq.
Wouldn't you like to add any Sandesh?
Okay. I will put a Sandesh for you.
It's amazing. You signed your name in English, wrote the date in Urdu, and your message in Hindi.
You only asked me to give my autograph in English, Tariq in Urdu, and Sandesh in Hindi. Well, I did as you asked me to.
That was the love of Nehruji for children and his knowledge of different languages. When 15 minutes of allotted time for their appointment was over, Nehruji was still absorbed in giving orientation lessons for their participation in the international camp, who had come from Balkanji Bari. The team had been selected for international camp to represent India. Nehruji actually spent an hour with the children instead of 15 minutes.
When the famous cartoonist Shankar started the international competitions for children, Nehru addressed through Shankar's publication to children of the world. It brings out Nehru's abiding love for children.
Dear children, I like being with children and talking to them, and even more, playing with them. If you were with me, I would love to talk to you about this beautiful world of ours, about flowers, trees, birds, animals, stars, mountains, glaciers, and all the other beautiful things that surround us in the world. We have all this beauty all around us, and yet we, who are grown-ups, often forget about it and lose ourselves in our arguments or in our quarrels. We sit in our offices and imagine that we are doing very important work. I hope you will be more sensible and open your eyes and ears to this beauty and life that surrounds you. Can you recognize the flowers by their names and the birds by their singing? How easy it is to make friends with them and with everything in nature. If you go to them affectionately and with friendship. Grown-ups have a strange way of putting themselves in compartments and groups. They build barriers of religion, caste, color, party, nation, province, language, customs, and of rich and poor. Thus we live in prisons of their own making. Fortunately, children do not know much about these barriers which separate. They play and work with each other, and it is only when they grow up that they begin to learn about these barriers from their elders. I hope you will take a long time in growing up. Jai Hind!